What's up, y'all? As you can see, we're out here at the range again on a super nice day. Really nice and sunny. The temperature's in the mid to high 70s. This is probably going to be the last really coolish day we get for the rest of the summer. So you better believe I'm going to make the most of it and do a bunch of jelly testing out here today. I got a full day of it planned, and as you can see by the title, we're starting out with another 22 Magnum test. Y'all know the routine. We got the contraption set up out here. I got my chrono. I got two brand new blocks of gel out here. I don't mean freshly remelted, I mean brand new crystal clear blocks of gel. So I went ahead and ordered a couple new ones. I'm going to use the ones that are still pretty clear for some more messy stuff. My old blocks, those yellow ones, they're really too yellow to do a whole lot. So I figured I'd get some real clear ones to do most of my main testing, and I'll use my other set that's still pretty clear to do some of the more messy stuff, maybe shot shell stuff, things like that. But like I said, this one's another 22 Magnum, and to be more specific, it's the Speer Gold Dot short barrel 22 Magnum. So the 40 grain Speer Gold Dot, loaded obviously with the Gold Dot projectiles, and these are supposed to be formulated for really nice performance in shorter barrels. So we're going to see how they compare to those critical defense we just tested. As for the tools today, we're going to use the same ones we did in that last critical defense test. I'm going to use my Walther WMP. This is the 4.5 inch barrel, and then for a shorty barrel, we're going to use the Heritage Barkeep again with the 2 5/8 inch barrel. If y'all hadn't already seen that critical defense 22 Magnum test I did, I'll leave a link up above for that. Those performed really nicely out of these two different barrel lengths, so hopefully these Gold Dots will do at least the same. So let's get everything set up and let's get this show on the road. All right, y'all, let's see what kind of speeds we're getting out of these things. I'm gonna do a 5-round average on each one of them since I got right many of these rounds. We're gonna start out with the 2 5/8 inch barreled Heritage Barkeep first. .1062, 1082. I was off to the side on that one. 1117 and 1035. That should have been it. Let me get one more round so we can get 5 rounds on it. All right, let's get this last one. 1104, so some pretty decent speeds to be such a short barrel revolver. Let's go check out the average. All right, y'all, the 5-round average out of the Heritage Barkeep was 1,080 feet per second, so really not too shabby with this little short barrel revolver. Let me reset it and let's check out that WMP. All right, y'all, 5 more rounds, this time from the Walther WMP with the 4.5 inch barrel. I'm expecting a couple hundred more feet per second out of this thing, so let's see what we get. 1315. 1352, 1356, 1312, and 1316. So definitely moving on out of there faster. Let's go check that average. All right, now we're talking with some speed here. The 5-round average out of the Walther WMP was 1,330 feet per second. And if y'all remember out of the Barkeep, it was 1,080. So you're talking about 250 feet per second more from this WMP. That's definitely a significant difference. That's hitting on almost 25% faster from this longer barrel. So ought to be interesting to see what happens in the gel. Let me get all this reset and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's connect the dots jelly time. We'll put 1 round out of each barrel length down there into the gel. We're gonna start out with the Heritage Barkeep first. See what we get. All right, that looked like a good hit. We might have come out the side though. Let me go down there and make sure. All right, y'all, that was absolutely perfect placement right there. I was afraid I might have come out the backside and put a hole in the brand new little backstop I just put. I got that black background set up there. I think that gives you a much better view of the wound tracks and all going into the gel. So luckily I didn't go out the side. So let's see what this Walther will do, y'all. So far, that Barkeep looks like some really good performance down there. Let's do the Walther. All right, look like another clean hit. Let's go down there and check these out and see what we got. All right, y'all, let's take a look at what we got down here. Definitely some good looking performance out of both of these rounds. It's just really impressive to me how these 22 Magnum defensive rounds, how they can get them to perform so nicely out of these little short barrels. That Heritage Barkeep, that's the one on the top there. As you can see, nice wound channel from that thing, goes on in. I believe the projectile's still facing straight. It definitely is. Went on out here, looks like it's maybe about 14.5 inches of penetration or so. We'll measure it here, but really nice performance to be just a 2 5/8 inch revolver and a Heritage Barkeep at that, y'all. So the bottom one, the Walther WMP, now definitely a nice bigger wound channel down there. You can obviously tell it comes on in. Looks like you got more wound action further out because it expanded more. It's very obvious that it expanded more, and that penetration is fantastic. It's literally it's within 1/8 of an inch from the end of this 16-inch block, so it's right there at 16 inches. So really impressive performance out of both of these so far. But as far as the penetration measurement, the Barkeep, not quite as far as I thought. It's at 13 3/4 inches of penetration. It is facing straight forward and expanded pretty well from what I can tell here so far. As for the Walther, you're looking at, just like I said, it's 15 7/8 of an inch of penetration. It's within 1/8 of an inch from the end of this 16-inch block. So very impressive performance out of that one. All right, y'all, let's take a look at these projectiles. This one right here is out of the Barkeep. This one's out of the WMP. I mean, just look at these things, y'all. Even the Barkeep, when start with it first, that's some really great expansion. I mean, that's fantastic expansion to be running out of a 2 5/8 inch barreled revolver. That's very impressive. Really uniform expansion, peeled back nicely. And this one, like I say, was facing straight forward. So that's the Barkeep. This right here is the WMP. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's absolutely mangled. That's exactly how I pulled it out of the jail right there. Incredible expansion on it. Obviously, I mean, it expanded probably further than it was even supposed to expand, and just mangled the jacket on this thing. I mean, just absolutely mangled it. It looks like it's almost, you could almost pull that out of there. So I'm assuming these aren't bonded gold dots like their other calibers, or maybe they are, I'm not sure, but it sure don't seem like it. I can't pull it out though, it's definitely mangled. It's almost off of the projectile, the jacket is. So really crazy performance right there for sure. Now, I'm not really seeing any kind of material left behind in the gel, but let's measure them and find out. Might be a little tiny speck that I might can see from the WMP, but let's see what they did. So they both start out at 40. This one's out of the Barkeep. 40.2 exactly, so no loss on that one. The one out of the WMP, 39.7. So we may have lost a little speck or two. I think I can see a little bit of a speck, but not much loss at all out of them. Now, as for the expansion, let's do the Barkeep first, since it's going to be the easiest. 328, 323, and 322. So some really nice consistent expansion from that Barkeep. Now, as far as this WMP, I guess I'll just measure the actual projectile here. The actual projectile right here is 304, 303, and 299. So not as big as the one out of the Barkeep, but that's because it actually expanded more and folded back a lot more. Now, if we were to take, say, this crazy measurement from widest point of the jacket to the projectile, I mean, you're at like 0.70 on that, but that's really, I mean, I don't know what y'all think about measurement wise. I guess the projectile measurement would be what to look at, but I mean, that would definitely be in the target. So maybe, you know, maybe measuring it from the point of the jacket to the projectile is valid. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below. But either way, there you have it for the 22 Magnum Gold Dot self-defense rounds. Really nice performance out of both of these. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe this performance right here was a little bit better than the critical defense. You'll have to go back and look at that video, but I think we got more penetration. Well, I know for a fact the WMP got more penetration with the Gold Dot, and I think the Barkeep might have too. It might be almost even between this and the critical defense. But either way, some very nice 22 Magnum defensive rounds, and great performance out of both of these barrel lengths. Really nice expansion out of both of them. Penetration, fantastic on the WMP. On the Barkeep, it's right there at what I would say would be adequate. Nice wound channels on them. So really, I think these right here perform just exactly the way they're advertised to perform. All right, y'all, there we have it for the first jelly test of the day and the very first one into the brand new blocks of gel. I think these Gold Dot 22 Magnums perform fantastic out of both barrel lengths personally. The Walther WMP, I mean, that's textbook performance. You can't ask for more out of that right there. And even the Barkeep had some really nice expansion out of that little short barrel revolver. Really nice wound channel. The penetration, in my opinion, is right there at adequate for a 22 Magnum. So, like I said, I think the performance out of both of these was fantastic. Like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, the performance out of these was a little bit better even than those Critical Defense 22 Magnums, which themselves did really, really nice. If I were going to choose a 22 Magnum to use as self-defense, I believe so far this Gold Dot would be at the top of my list. Now, that being said, as y'all know, Federal just released a 22 Magnum version of the Punch, which is actually an expanding hollow point. I've been looking everywhere. So far, they're not in stock anywhere online or anything to order any, so I'm going to keep a lookout, and as soon as I can get a hold of some, I'm definitely going to get them to test. But in the meantime, I figured doing some of these other ones will give me kind of a baseline and kind of what to look for when I do get to test those things and see how they hold up to some of these other ones. If any of y'all do happen to see some 22 Magnum Punch in stock somewhere that I can order, definitely hit me up with an email and I'll order them immediately. But y'all let me know down in the comments what you think about the performance with these Gold Dot 22 Magnums out of both these barrel lengths. If you went back and looked at the Critical Defense video, do you think these perform better than the Critical Defense or about the same? Let me know down below what your thoughts are. As always, if you did enjoy the video, take a second and reach down and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click that bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload these new videos. Check out all my affiliate links down below in the video description. You know the deal with the Amazon. If you shop there anyway, hit that link up first. You go straight through Amazon like normal from there, and anything you buy anywhere on Amazon, it don't cost you anything extra, but I do get a kickback from them towards the channel, so I really do appreciate that. If you're looking for some really good ear pro, check out those Axle affiliate links. You can save a pile of money if you go through those links instead of straight through their site. Like I always tell you, I appreciate all my Range Gang members for reaching out and hitting that join button, and every single person that supports the channel by watching my videos, hitting that thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and leave me those comments down below. Like I said, let me know what you think about these Gold Dots. I got a long day of testing planned out here, so I'm gonna get everything set back up and get right back at it. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for a lot of good stuff coming your way. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.